All right, this is Bradman77 coming at y'all. Y'all know I am a collector of all the mini systems out there. And I got the mini SNES and the mini NES and shoot, I even got the Commodore 64, little mini and stuff. But TurboGrafx 16 is coming out with a new mini system coming this March. What do I think about it? Let's find out. Yeah, so the TurboGrafx Mini is coming out this March. I don't know about a bunch of you guys, but growing up, I was more of a Sega Genesis person. I never had a TurboGrafx 16, but that's why I'm kind of excited about this coming out because now I get to play the system that I never had. One minor problem I have with it, just by looking at some of the stock photos, it doesn't look like your average mini console. Like if you look in the picture right here, you can see the guy's hands are actually on it. And it looks like his hand doesn't even cover up half of it. You look at most mini consoles, you look at the mini SNES. I have them all in my library. My hand pretty much covers the entire thing. But it looks here in this picture like his hand doesn't even come close to covering up. So it might not look good on the same desk with the rest of my mini system, but I mean, it may still work out. But let's take a look at the history of the TurboGrafx Mini and how it got here. TurboGrafx 16 was well known in Japan as the PC Engine. Did a lot better in sales there. Did a lot better in gamers wanting to actually play there. Here it pretty much got crushed by the Sega Genesis, and then Super Nintendo came and just put the final nail in the coffin. But it did have a somewhat good of a US run. Like I said, none of my friends ever had one. I think I had one friend that had one, but it had its own time period, and it tried to go up against the Sega Genesis, and it failed. But let's take a look at how the US launch went.
Introducing TurboGrafx 16, the next generation video game system. It's 4 times faster, so the games are more exciting. There are almost 10 times as many colors, so the arcade quality graphics are even more intense. And you can expand your system with a CD player for CD games with sound effects that are turbocharged. TurboGrafx 16 from NEC, the higher energy video game system.
Yeah, it kind of had that old 80s bad guy sound to it. Yeah, the TurboGrafx 16. I'm excited to get it. I'll probably unbox it here and show you guys. One problem I have with it, reason why I think it's gonna fail in the United States is I think that the price of it is a little bit too much. $99. It comes out in March of 2020, but you want $99 for a system that didn't do well in the United States. Sony came out with $99 for the PlayStation Classic, and that didn't even sell well, even though it was crap. But they eventually had to bring down the price. Let's see here. The same went with the Sega Genesis. It came out at about I think the Sega Genesis Mini came out at $80 back in October, but eventually, as it got towards Christmas, it went down to $50, and now it's trying to stay in the $50 range. All these mini systems, if it's not Nintendo, go down in price, and I think that's the same will be said for the TurboGrafx Mini. It'll go down in price. So I can't wait for it to come out, and I will review it on this channel. And thanks a lot. If you like what you're seeing here, if you want to hear more, like they always say, like and subscribe. Later.